Ladies and gentlemen, it's a weird summer. It's a weird time. I'm in a weird mood. I am Star-Lord New Thor 7 of Thor News. Though technically, my legal name is just the letter T. As in Thor, but just the T, not the H, the O, or the R. Like a T square. Here you go. Okay, so in this one, I guess I had this kind of self-revelation last night or the night before, like, because when I get the information, like, okay, the amount of people in China that have been displaced from their homes went from like 2 million to 12 million in 2 weeks. So that's really alarming to me. And I have to figure out how to try to talk to you guys about it. And it kind of spun out of control when I tried to name the binary hurricanes cohabitating lesbian hurricanes. People got, my fellow Christians got offended by the word. And I don't know, I think I mentioned that, oh, okay, I pulled a bunch of gifts. I'm just going to let them run. I don't know what's in there. They're in no particular order. I'm sure there'll be stuff there that you'll be embarrassed about. But here we go. So the whole thing is, the media is talking about, now it's the big distraction of the day is that they're banning transgendered men and women from the military. No, I was not in the military. My dad and his brothers were. My dad was in the Air Force, which was in the Army. Stepsister Angela's in the Air Force. My stepdad was in the Air Force. My godfather, who was in the Army and did 2 tours in Nam when I was a kid, was also my uncle. He forbid me to go in the military. So he was like Wolverine, but way taller. So I respected his wishes my whole life. And I'm not very good with authority anyways. I mean, unless I respect that authority, then by all means, I'm sure I still get a little moody. But what I'm saying is the story's coming out and everybody's flipping out. Like, nobody's communicating. Everybody's like spouting off their opinion. This is what I believe. This is what, and that's literally the generation we've come into now, to where everyone's just telling, this is how I feel. This is how I feel. And they're like, they've been putting little mini triggers in all of our foods and GMOs. So now we're all filled with triggers, man. One word, this subject, that subject, we're all about trigger. You know, the things that make it really, oh yeah, they're going to be, so I pulled like 400 gifts. I'm just jumping from story to story. But hey, this is Thor News. Chit-chat, talk a lot. So, Neo will be making a big, because I'm trying to, on the weather stuff, just it's like getting Earth in shape. I got to get you guys to unite. Not only do we have to unite, we have to work together really well and adapt, adjust, and then create the coolest stuff in history, you know, which is totally possible, totally doable if everybody can just stop being distracted and hating each other for no reason. There's the whole point of, like, it's all these points of trying to bring together. So Neo and Selena are, I guess, gonna show up in a few videos about stuff. So what I'm saying is, they're like, I'm confused by it all. So, okay, I don't even know the definition of, officially, like a military, constitutional definition of transgender. Like, and here's another thing is that, like, columnists can get up and write columns about genitalia, and politicians can write laws about genitalia, and pastors and preachers can preach about genitalia. It's like somehow I try to talk about the whole shebang, I get in trouble. Hey, then let's just get in trouble. I've been in trouble before. I survived. That's how screwed up everything is. Everything is designed to make us not communicate. So now everybody's barking about transgendered, which is like really a sub-break off of sex, sexuality, and gender. And so these are topics nobody ever really, like, I go out, I hang out with people, like, these are, you're not allowed to talk about that at parties or in public. Like, nobody talks about sex anywhere except for online, where they're judging everybody all the time. You know, it's like, I'm a Christian. I was raised Lutheran. And I don't know, I lost my virginity at age 15. I've made love to. You know, like I've not been, no, man, I am no, what makes me less of a sinner than a lesbian? Like, out of wedlock thing. And that, or even the, like, 60% divorce rate. Like, the fact that, like, literally politicians are picking and choosing the most nebulous and malleable parts of the Bible for what purpose? Like, what was the why was that movie even made? I guess I'm having trouble getting the points that I want, but I'm saying that, so I don't even know how to define a transgender at this point. You could say, like, pre-op transgender, meaning that he's still got a penis, but so we're talking about a guy who just has a penis, wears a wig, and has makeup? Like, that is, it's, you know, I'm pretty sure they're still, you know, they're not wearing lipstick when, I just don't even, it's a weird move, man. It, like, think of it, like, if you were the president of the United States and all the problems we face and everything we have going on, all the stuff out there that you're going to make a difference. This is a weird move. I mean, and I'm sorry. Remember, I'm in the middle. It's just like I stayed on Barack Obama about Syria and drone strikes and Iraq and the national spending, like not putting price controls in healthcare. So, me being skeptical of politicians, even though the color has changed from blue to red, verse 5 said, I don't even know. Like, I'm still the same me. So, I don't believe that politicians are here for our benefit at this point. So, if you need someone to just agree with your political party 100% of the time, that's not going to be me. Definitely. So at this point, I don't know, maybe we're just clearing out the people who are just going to be like, no, Republicans or no, conservatives. Yes, yes, yes. Like, shit, dude, we got problems. Like, that 8 hurricanes we had, typhoons, cyclones we had in the Pacific, those are coming. When the pattern shifts, we're going to be getting those probably here in the United States. So the weather's just going to keep getting weirder and worse, and you can't print money forever, and we are not the enemy. And that's what I'm just trying to say. Like, I don't even know how, like, today, I got for a second, like, okay, I'm a straight guy, and I'm attracted to the women I'm attracted to, and that I don't even know how to flirt. And you're like, I literally don't know how to, play the game. There's an extremely attractive lady. I don't know her actual name, but she goes by the Twitter handle of Malware Unicorn. And at the InfoSec DEF CON party, black hat thing, isn't it weird? I mean, stupid for talking about it. But she took a picture with her and Ozzy Osbourne. I said, oh, I wish it was the other hand, because it would have been nice enough if you were married. So I didn't know if she was married. Like, if I know a guy has a girlfriend, I'm not going to flirt with her. Like, and then somebody quote tweeted me like, shut it down, man. So yeah, I was like, okay, I deleted it. Like, fuck, I didn't shit, I don't even know what to say anymore. Like, I literally... So at a time where Trump can get up there and kind of get away with... No, he can get away with. Grab by the pussy. And you got half the country celebrating him. I'm over here totally single with no kids, never been married, trying to find me a fucking wife, and I got Trump over there without, like, yeah, guys, like super rich guys can say grab them by the pussy, have as many wives as they want, they can do what the fuck they want, whenever they want, they can treat people like shit, they can be bullies, they can be so... And I don't know. I don't even... It's polarizing the world to where... Like, I'm a blonde, blue-eyed white guy. So, he's representing me right now. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm getting all this fucking angst from everybody. I live in Houston, Texas. Third biggest city in America with millions of people. And it's one of the most diverse cities in America. Absolutely, hands down. I love that because, like I said, I'm a single male. And, you know, women of all different types are all sexy to me. And so, I lived here before and I came back. And, yeah, so I have to live as a poor dude in monetary means. I mean, I'm the richest man when it comes to friends and family. But I got to live in this world so that where conservatives are creating, it's like, fuck you, everybody. I'm not saying liberals aren't doing it either, but most of the women I ever meet aren't. I haven't met a real female Trump fan in person yet. They're online, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is weird. Now that I think about it, yeah, I don't know any. No. And I know a lot of conservatives. Like I said, I'm in Texas. I got a whole family. I know a lot of conservatives and Republicans in my family and not and friends. And so it's not, ain't nobody's like, yeah, dude, Trump is amazing. The people who were like that, you know, 3 months ago are definitely like, well, he's still better than Hillary. So, you know, it's like almost the super pro hardcore supporters are always just online. I know they're here at rallies and stuff, but I'm saying that it's how like they can control the media. Man, this thing is all over the place. But Thorny's talking. What am I crazier in this one time? I'm trying to talk to you. I'm talking at you though. That's what I'm saying. Because this isn't a conversation. I guess I should do some live ones eventually. Where you could. And that's a weird world. Like I said, sometimes it's like there's just so much hate. It's dangerous to be here because people are just gonna, you know, go crazy and look for somebody to take their anger out on. It's like the thing up until Columbine, when people didn't want to be here anymore, you know what they did? They killed themselves. After Columbine, they were like, how many people can I take out? You know, I hate life so bad. I mean, that's how, was it, end of the 90s? Yeah, the very end, like it shifted. This whole, like, the system we have, our political system, our media system, it shifted. It's like, you know what? I don't like this world. I'm leaving. I'm killing myself, which is a horrible, horrible, horrible thing I'd never wish on anybody. To like, you know what? I don't like this world. I'm going to fucking take as many people out as I can. Which, you know, I don't know. It's like the same. It's just weird. Like, that's the thing is, it seems like the only way you get people to strap bombs on themselves, walk in and kill people is to really make their life so bad in the first place, they got nothing to lose. And so at a time where the statistics have come out that 8 people who will not be named own 50% of all the currencies in the world. 8 people have it. And I have been giving my side for a while. You know, that's not fair. And that's not wise. And that's not good. Like, you just can't. There's no... Man, you got 1 million people sitting at a table. And you have a big giant pizza pie with 2 million slices. And having 2 dudes have 1 million slices and then 1 million people have 1 million slices. It don't make no sense. And I've always said, we'll get to this point, which is way too imbalanced, like it is now. And so that's where we're at. We got, what was it? We got 8 people with half the money in the world. Crap, I forgot where I was going with that, because I looked down at the gifts and everything, and I forgot. I definitely I was pulling some, because I do action and movie stuff in mine. And so women, it makes my mind go blank. And that's why in this whole world we're like that, my brain thinks at like light year speed, man. Like literally, I'm watching like 7 screens in my brain. Like 3 of them have the world flooding continuously. One has volcanoes going off. The other one's getting invaded by Martians. And there's the one I'm hanging on to that is still like, yay, we all win. They're all running at the same time. It's the only thing that shuts my brain down for a little while. It's a woman, beautiful woman. And then when she wraps my arms around me, just, yeah, I ain't got that, no. And so, it's weird. I just feel like our society is like, I'm almost thinking about, well, fuck it. I'll just say no women then, whatever. I just feel like every time it's like getting buzzed with electricity, like, you horrible white male oppressor. And I'm like, no. I don't know. That's what I'm saying is everything is so fucked up and everybody's yelling at it. I don't even know how to communicate anymore. And it doesn't seem like anybody else does either. So my communication's always, we got to learn to get along, people. We can't hate everybody for all these, like, that. I don't, like, if two adult, like, I'll tell you the most offensive thing I can think of. Like, I don't know, on and off, especially growing up, you have fantasies. I had multiple wives. Like, I don't know, in theory, having 3 wives would be great. Like, think that they were all loyal, super cool. And so that would be me. I gotta have more babies. I'd have all 3 my beautiful, lovely, awesome wives take care of me and my babies, and together we'd be like, badass group is like superhero. Yeah, so in theory it works in my mind, but yeah, in fiction it works. But it'd probably never work. But I'm just saying that, and I can't even, like I said, I can't even find one good woman now. So the idea of finding 3 is, it's like if I'm looking for one magic sword, there's no reason to think about having 3 magic swords if I can't find one magic sword or lottery ticket or whatever you want to call it. And so I don't know. The whole world is screwed up. So the fact that now everybody is like talking about this transgender ban, and it's like, so as he's been president, he's done the Muslim ban. People are saying it's not the ban. The whole thing is designed to make us argue. It's like climate change, global warming. The whole thing is designed to make us argue, not to have us work together on solutions. It's to have us argue over terminology and the semantics. Because everybody has their own personal dictionary. And so words mean things to different people. So to say, like, here's adults, it's the fact that, if you are a adult and you want to wear lipstick and you want to get a breast implant surgery, like, it's not for me. I'm not going to do it. But if that's what you want to do, then it is America. You're free to do it. And that in the risk scenario situation of man versus man or man versus nature, we really need every man and woman that we can get to get to where we need to go. We need all the good people on our side. And so, I know people are more angry lately. And it's just, this is like, the whole conversation was designed to make people argue. Get that? Like, all the communicating is going on online. not real life. And it's like we're at a point where we need to separate the robots from the real people. Like you can't even tell. Is this, like a digital binary pixel finger of the giant machine, or is this an actual human being? Because you got the media fabricating and creating its own stories. We're not just talking about the media. They talk about the deep state, like the overall governing group has pretty much been running the show, and that group has been interchanging many weird, wild ways for 1,000 years, 2,000 years. So, yeah, this is me talking about, that's how crazy everything is. Like, I've been talking about the weather. 3 things now. 1, we have to avoid hyperinflation because we have a fiat currency, and those have like a 45-year shelf life. 42, actually. It's the average. And then they explode and you get really bad things. The other 2 is war. Like the fact that we don't need to engage in a world war. And as a matter of fact, we need to end all war and use all the resources to repair the world, build up the world, and then explore our solar system. And then now the third thing is we have to handle, adapt, and adjust to what is going on with the sun, our solar system, our galaxy, and the universe. We got a lot of variables coming in right now, people. And if you don't believe me, just step outside and take about 20 pictures of the sun with your phone camera. You know what I'm saying? Like, literally. Oh, yeah. Next video. Anyway, this is me just saying, like, I don't. Of all the things you can do is ban Muslim. People are like, it's not a Muslim ban, it's a whatever. But I'm saying, but it allowed the media to run with, it's called the Muslim ban. So he banned that Muslim. Now he's banning people out of the military. That out of all the things you could do as president, that when Barack Obama came in, he was like, I'm going to give everybody health care. Which on the root of that, that's a very... That's what the church is supposed to do. Make sure that all the people are fed and taken care of. And so, that, he had a plan. He fought for that plan for years. It was super flawed. But at least people got excited about the concept. And from what I've heard, yes, everybody has medical coverage where they want it. But it's super flawed. I'm not doing things. So Trump has come in. And he's like, yeah, president, I'm going to build a wall. I'm going to ban Muslims. I'm going to ban transgenders from inside the military. Like, where's this vision leading us? You know where it sounds like it's leading us? To escape from New York. So I got women all mad at me. So much so they changed Thor into a woman. Yes. I'm a bit Star-Lordian. I don't know. Like, if I kissed 100 girls, I'm sin kissed, over the next 2 or 3 years, I'd be okay with that. Like, I can still be a cool guy. Like, relationships are tough, man. Especially, I don't know. I'm just saying, it's a crazy world. And so, here I am talking to y'all. And that's my conspiracy. And I got a whole nother conspiracy. Man, I managed to do this all night. One takers are so easy. So what'd you think of my gifts? Any weird ones? I wasn't looking. Distracted me. And, people can judge me or whatever. Because I love beautiful women. Oh my God, they smell so good. They're so soft. Ah, fuck. But, people like, because I used to show boobs, not nipples. No, we all agreed nipples are totally evil. So people thought I was boob man, but no, I'm actually a butt man. But the truth about it is it's eyes. There's not, the sexiest part of a woman to me is her eyes. You know, did I objectify that women's eyes, like literally put me in a trance and like make me just happy? Like, I don't know, just seeing a really beautiful woman makes me very happy. And when she smiles at me, that makes me really happy. When she kisses me, man, I feel like the luckiest man on the planet. And when she tells me she loves me, woo! So, but yeah, now I'm in a world where like that shit is not even, that is off the table. Like anything I could ever like is all gone. You know? Because I've been doing this. So, this is weird fucking times. And I don't, look, conservatives, like, literally, we had Bush for 8 years, and then we ended up invading Iraq. And then we had, that regime handed the check to Wall Street. Blank check to Wall Street. Remember when we bailed out banks for forever and interest rates dropped to zero forever for 8, 9 years? So, like, that we now have the few months, my best friends right there, Jack, Bo, and Caught Solo. So we now got, like, that regime has returned after the regime in the middle, like, doubled the national debt from, like, what was it? Under Bush, I don't know, I think it was like $3 billion, and then when Obama left, it was like $19 trillion. I think it was something like that, or 8 to 19 anyway, but it was like a freaky, if you look at the expansion of the monetary base, it's, whoa, you know, the hyperinflation fears. And so the Republicans didn't do a great job when they were there last time. And then under the Obama, a Democrat administration, you know, they increased the Clover pivot effect, where they increased all social services. And the thing is that most people don't understand is that by having 0% interest rates, they were basically, you know, spending trillions of dollars on food stamps and what is it? Social Security, food stamps and welfare for Wall Street and banks. So everybody, you know, is like, oh my God, we put so many people on food stamps, we put so many people on welfare. Well, if you actually look at the money spent on quantitative easing, like, it dwarfs the amount of, like, literally, so we spent like 20 trillion on banks, and we're talking about like credit multipliers, if you understand how treasuries and money is created. Double booking system. So everybody freaking out over like that, but nobody seemed to care that we spent a lot of it invading Iraq and then giving the rest of the banks. So we're mad at that. And so what happened was, what I'm saying is, even on that small chunk that we got from all the money and things that were spent, a lot of people are on food stamps and a lot of people are on welfare. But that was done by the Barack Obama administration. So now it's like Republicans it's the game of, they're going to then slowly, totally try to dismantle those programs. But it seems to get on a weird, more psychological level that if you deal in like medical issues and the FDA? The FDA is now really going hardcore after pain pills. Like they're cutting down, shutting down like pain pills, and it's like you have more the baby boomers going on to the the Social Security rolls, and their health is declining, and that, you know, when you're sick or feel bad, that especially with the UV rays and all the chemicals in our food, like if you're in pain, you shouldn't be in pain if you don't have to be. So if you look at the forest from the trees, the overall whatever plan is going down is not real people friendly. It's almost stirring up the pot, and it feels like on purpose. So yeah, we'll cut this ramble session in 30 minutes, and who knows, I might make the next one about my weird eclipse theory. All right, peace out. I don't even know what the hell I said. So yeah, who knows? I'll take it down after I put it up. All right. See, like Neo said, the future's up to us. Deal with it.